Welcome to your laser tag experience. This briefing video will outline how to use your laser tag equipment. First, let's go through the functions of the phaser. The phaser will need to be activated before your trigger button will fire. Simply place your free hand underneath the front of the phaser. That's it. Your phaser is now activated, and you can fire the trigger button like this. Your equipment will carry two standard weapons, the phaser and the blaster. You can switch between these weapons by tapping the button marked with a 1 shown here. The phaser can tag over long distances and has a narrow beam. The blaster has a wide-angle beam, so you can tag more than one person at a time. The new weapon you have selected will be shown on the display of your phaser. This display screen provides you with information as you play. The first line panel on your display shows your character name. Underneath this is the info panel, and this displays helpful messages throughout the game. The score panel shows the total number of points you have earned so far. And the weapon panel shows the type of weapon you have selected. The shield bar graph indicates the amount of shield remaining before your phaser has been tagged. Let's take a closer look at the combat vest. Your vest has 4 sensors, the front, the back, and the 2 shoulders. You can tag other players by hitting these sensors. Please follow these important rules. No running. No climbing. Please stay 5 feet from your opponent. And your vest must be worn correctly at all times. A quick reminder, remember to place your hand underneath the front of the phaser to activate the trigger. Your referee will give you some more tips on playing your laser tag game before entering the arena.
Welcome everybody to our laser tag arena here at FlagTagAZ. We're going to give you a few pointers so that you can have the best experience you can have in our laser tag arena. First off, when you go to get your phaser, you want to make sure the phaser is down like this, put your head in it, and make sure the phaser is in front. If it's in the back, you've got it on wrong, so turn it around. Make sure you buckle it up on one side and then buckle it up on the other. Once you get it going, you want to pull your trigger. You'll hear your phaser makes a noise. If your hand's in place, you won't. If you have a laser tag power-up card, this is where you want to log in. This will give you access to all the battlesuit modifications, and you earn points for every game you play. You just hold it right here. It'll log you in and name the phaser with whatever your nickname or your alias is. A lot of fun to play with the laser tag power-up card. Now let's talk a little bit about our arena. There's several features in there that will give you lots of extra things. First off, on the first floor, there are 2 power-up stations, and there's another one on the second story. You want to shoot the sensors around the side. Once you shoot those sensors, you'll get whatever the power-ups are. It could be hyper shields, double shields, and rapid fire. There's also a tank in there. The tank can shoot you on the first floor or on the second floor, so make sure you shoot the tank, and you do get points when you shoot the tank. There are 2 energy gateways in the arena. They're up in the ceiling. If you shoot them and claim them, in a team game, they'll defend you and your team. Once your game is completed, go ahead and unbuckle your phaser, take it up like this, and make sure you hang it up by the phaser hose, which is this right here, and it just goes right on the hook. Once you've done that, go out and check the scoreboard. The scoreboard will be right out here, out the second door that you may not have seen before. Let's cover just the final rules one last time. Remember, there is no running in laser tag. Do not climb on any of the features, and no physical contact. This is laser tag, not football, so make sure you treat everybody with respect in our arena. Thank you very much, and we hope you have a great and groovy time here at FlagTagAZ. Welcome to FlagTagAZ and our axe throwing arena. A few things to be aware of. If you're under 16 years of age, you do have to have a parent or guardian with you at all times. Now, take a look at your shoes. If you're wearing open-toe shoes, you do have to have closed-toed shoes in order to throw here. First, grab some safety Crocs, put them on. We do clean them between guests. Now, we have our hatchets. When you're holding the hatchets, you always want to hold on to the end of them like this, and you want to throw them between the red line and the yellow line. There are 3 ways to throw here. There's a one-handed throw, a two-handed throw, and an underhanded throw. I will demonstrate all 3 of these techniques. For a one-handed throw, hold on to the end of the hatchet. You're going to pull it back behind your right shoulder blade. Take a little step and follow through. For a two-handed throw, you're going to hold on to the bottom of it. You're going to take your right hand, put your left hand around it, and stay behind that red line. Pull it back between your shoulder blades and throw into the target like that. Make sure you're following through. Now for an underhanded throw, you're going to pinch between your thumb and your middle finger, put your forefinger down the front. The blade is always towards the target. Pull it back, keep your arm straight as you go to throw, and into the target like that. If you would like to do any knife throwing, feel free to ask any of our axe coaches. They'd be more than happy to help you with that, but let's cover that really quickly. You're going to take it, hold it lightly between your hands, and you're going to throw it either at the front blue line or from the white line. Hold it like this, pull it back, and follow through like that. For regular hatchet, you throw it 10 times behind the red line. And for knife throwing, you throw it behind the blue line for 5 and then behind the white line for another 5, having all 10 throws for a game. Now let's talk about scoring here. This red dot, this is worth 6 points. This is 5 points, 4 points, 3 points, 2 points, and 1 point. These blue dots are called kill shots. If you call them before you throw them and you hit them and stick them, you will get 8 points. However, if you miss them, you will get 0. Now we'll talk about a couple of edge cases. For a bullseye, it just has to be red on both sides of the blade. For hitting a line, if you hit a line and it's only in the line, you're going to get the lower value. This, for example, would be 4 points. If it's crossing over the line even just a little bit, you will get 5 points. Same thing with the kill shots. It'll be breaking the line around it, and that would be 8 points. That would be 0. If you have any questions, there are some cheat sheets around the arena, and you can always ask an axe coach if you need a ruling. Let's talk about the format of the game. There are 4 people per lane. When one person throws, the next person will go get the hatchet, come back, and do their throw. Alternatively, if you walk up there to get your score and you have the hatchet, make sure you place it down in the holder. Don't hand a hatchet to anybody. If you hand a hatchet, you can drop a hatchet, and that's not good for any of us. We have an axe throwing league. We would love to have you join it. It's a lot of cool people throwing sharp things, and it is a lot of fun. We have the dates around the facility. Be sure to talk to your axe coach and learn a little bit more about it. If you're interested in getting some really nice axes, we do sell these as well as knives. Do not come into one of the lanes and start throwing until you've worked with an axe coach to make sure you can throw safely. Thank you very much. We hope you have a great and groovy day at FlagTagAZ.